Good evening. It's wonderful to be with you again, isn't it, Ronnie?
Indeed it is. And welcome to another in our potpourri of sketches and songs in which we take another look at some of our favourite moments over the past 20 years.
You will find a generous mixture of jokes, in no particular order. A brass band is in there somewhere, and an amateur play.
And those two old men on the allotments. But we start with the relative calm and quiet of a library.
Hello, I want to join the library.
Do you mind not shouting, please?
I can't help shouting.
Please, talk quietly.
I can't talk quietly, that's why I want to join the library. I want a copy of a book entitled How Not to Shout.
Chief Librarian.
Thank you very much indeed.
Mr. Simpson,
Yes?
this gentleman wants a book called How Not to Shout.
What?
This gentleman wants a book called How Not to Shout.
There's no such book. Oh, yes, there is. It's called How Not to Shout.
No, there's a book called How to Shout Louder, or How to Shout Terrifically Loud, that's a very good one, or How to Scream at the top
No, I don't want to shout.
What?
I want to stop shouting. That's why I want a copy of the book entitled How Not to Shout.
Yes, there is. I've got it here and I'm reading it.
Is it any good?
I don't know. I've only read the first chapter.
Well, do hurry up and finish it. I'd like to read it next.
I ought to read it next.
Shut up!
No, I want to read it.
I asked for it first.
Look, I'm the chief librarian. I need to read it.
It didn't do me any good.
Shut up! I'm trying to read. Please, this is a library.
I ought to read it first.
Look, you don't even belong to this library.
That's not fair.
The second chapter is called Shouting Quietly.
Oh.
Quiet!
Shut up.
Shut up!
Shut up!
I want it.
Please!
It's no good you're saying
Yeah, you all keep quiet. This is a library. That's better. Now then, we haven't got the book.
In that case, could I have a copy of a book entitled How to Control Yourself in a Library?
I'm afraid that's out.
Oh, dear.
That's my personal copy.
Thank you very much indeed.
It won't help you. I've read it myself. It didn't do an atom of good. It didn't do an atom of good. Did it, Agnes?
You still getting that dizziness when you wake up of a morning?
Yes, I am, yeah.
How long do it last?
About half an hour, then I'm all right after that.
You been to the doctor about it?
Yeah.
What do he say?
He said I ought to sleep half an hour longer.
This is a time for plain speaking. A time when we must face facts squarely, without shilly-shallying, without equivocation or beating about the bush. Now, I believe, as many of us believe, that we will, all of us, as we have before, and can, nay, must, once again, if we are to be, and make no mistake about it, we cannot afford not to be. And let us be quite clear about this. In the past few months, we have proved, without and beyond any doubt, that we do. And will continue to do, boldly, imaginatively, and fearlessly, as we have done in the past. And indeed are quite capable of doing yet again, or not. Now, that is the question you must ask yourselves today. But I hear you say, if only it were that simple. Now I know, and here I must digress for a moment, and I do have the facts to bear me out. Today, in Britain, in 1966, 20%. Or to put it another way, 5 out of every 100. Or, to look at it in simple terms, 2.5 in every 44.7, as against 3% of the entire population of Britain for the same period from 1945 until last year. Now, what other party can make that claim? But what does it all mean, you say? Well, I'll tell you, quite frankly, that we can't do it alone. Now, we believe, as we have always, and will always believe, that we might, nay, could, nay, will, once more, together, firmly and resolutely. We, and when I say we, I mean us, all of us, nor flinch in their duty, nor shall we fail them now. The answer is in your hands. Thank you.
The Phantom roamed the streets, outraging decent human beings by his surprise attacks. No one was safe from this deadly assailant. The Prime Minister's butler bore the full brunt of the first onslaught.
Oh, help! I've never been so...
And from then on, no one of aristocratic blood could rest easily in their beds. The Duchess of Arg had been found floating in her bloomers, with a raspberry tattooed on each knee. Week after week, the Phantom relentlessly continued his attacks. Time and time again, the Phantom struck all over London. Heavily overworked, the police force was in danger of collapse, but the search went doggedly on. Here, I want a word with you. Here, I want a word with you. Then, one morning, a ray of hope.
Sorry to interrupt your twiddling, Inspector, but this is Mrs. Socks.
What is?
This woman I've got hold of here.
Oh, is it? Good afternoon. Please sit down.
Thank you.
No, not juice.
Please.
Now, Mrs. Socks, would you tell me, please, all you know about the Phantom?
Well, he's my son.
Oh. Oh.
I know I shouldn't be informing on into the Roses, but I think you ought to know why he's a-doing of it.
And why is he a-doing of it?
Well, I've known him since he was born. It all started with his father.
Yes, it would do, yes.
And Socks and I were a happy pair. He was a master rubber cushion moulder.
Naturally.
Well, he was employed by the late Lord Cardigan, a wealthy practical joker, to make whoopee cushions to embarrass his guests at dinner. Well, one of his guests, General Fergus Park, was outraged, and he in turn decided to make whoopee cushions bigger and better and louder and ruder to embarrass Lord Cardigan.
I see.
There started a conflict between them, and the pressure upon my husband was terrific. Lord Cardigan worked him night and day to outdo General Polk.
Quite.
I do hope I'm not boring you, Inspector.
Not at all. Go on.
Finally, exhausted after 10 years of conflict, they called a truce, and both invited Ernest and I to dinner. But, unbeknown to us, they had secreted an explosive giant whoopee cushion under my husband's chair.
Then what happened?
Well, as he sat down, the shock was too much. He had a seizure in his legs.
And what did you do?
So surprised, I nearly wet the tablecloth with my white wine.
And your son swore revenge on behalf of his father?
Indeed he did. Swore something terrible.
Where is he now, then?
I don't know. I wish I did.
What did you say his first name was?
Dick.
Dick. Dick.
No, just one Dick.
Sergeant Bowles,
Yes, sir.
arrest all men called Dick.
Very good, sir.
Anyhow, ever since his father's death, he swore to get even by attacking the ruling classes, even royalty.
Even royalty, eh? Do you know what this means, Sergeant Bowles?
No, sir.
No, I didn't think you would. It means he may attack even royalty.
Her Majesty.
We must protect the Queen's person at all costs.
Yes, sir. Who is the Queen's person, sir?
I have no time to bandy legs with you, Bowles. The Queen is in mortal danger. Even now it may be too late. We must round up all those who are loosely connected with royalty, whose Christian name is Dick.
A seemingly hopeless task. Pardon?
No, I didn't speak.
How could even the great Inspector Corps of the Yard trace one madman in a city of 6 million inhabitants? As luck would have it, the first person they questioned, called Dick, also had royal connections.
Dick Harris and Sons. Loyal subject, you say, Bowles?
I don't know, sir. He says cobblers to the Queen.
I think perhaps we better investigate.
Sir.
Good day, my man. I'm a police officer.
They'll be ready Thursday.
I have not come for shoes. I am pursuing inquiries.
Well, they ain't been through here. Henry. That's Henry, my brother. He be daft. Not like me. I'll be saving 2 shillings to get married.
When were you cobblers to the Queen?
I wasn't.
Then why is it on your sign?
Oh, I shouted it once in Hyde Park. Shut up, Henry, and dip your head in a bucket of water. Gets these terrible throbbing pains in his anvil.
I think we're wasting our time here, Bowles.
Well, that's right, gentlemen. They'll be ready Thursday. It's all right, Dick. They've gone. If you don't calm down, it'll be the chains again. The chains and the rats. Understand? The rats. Stop it. Stop it. Will you stop it? Otherwise, I'll be done for. No one must know my awful secret. No one must know that I'm harboring the phantom raspberry blower of old London town.
Thank you. Just a quick word before we start off. Due to circumstances beyond his control, the lad who was playing the part of Rodney had to get married on Saturday and is at this moment having a wonderful time up a Swiss Alp. George Biggins, however, has agreed to play the part at an hour's notice and has shut the butcher shop early especially. My wife's still playing one of the lovers, so we hope for a bit of fun there. By the by, if there are any men who wish to join the Dramatic Society. Not women, I've got enough of those to last me a lifetime. They're just men. Please see me after the performance backstage, will you? If you can get round. No room to swing a cat back here. Young Trevor will have to find another hobby. Incidentally, we painted all the scenery ourselves. Right, on we go then. Let's get on with it, could we? Thank you. Right, let's get on.
Good gracious, the master, and me with my dumplings on the table.
So, this is the elegant Mayfair flat I've heard so much about. It's beautiful. Tell me, what's it like being a successful novelist, Charles?
Utterly divine, my dear, and desperately boring at the same time. Money isn't everything, darling.
Money? Money cannot bring happiness, but it enables you to be miserable in comfort.
What has money brought me, dear?
You've got your yacht in Cannes. Oh, you're so lucky. You can lie on the deck and sunbathe all summer. Heaven.
I get tired of lying in Cannes. One feels so like a sardine. Cocktail, dear.
Oh, divine. What are you looking at me like that for?
'Cause I love you, you silly little fool.
I know. Isn't it heaven? What have you got there?
It's my new cocktail shaker, dear. Isn't it divine?
Heaven!
Olive?
Yes, Charles.
Stuffed?
No, just a plain olive, thanks, Charles.
Very well, Cynthia. Cheers.
When will we be married, Charles?
Just as soon as my dreadfully boring divorce comes through, dear. Remember, I got a grown-up son. Still, let's not think about him. He's miles away up at Oxford.
Master Rodney, sir. Good heavens.
What?
Hello, Pops.
Rodney, why are you not up at Oxford?
They sent me down, Pops. Dash rotten. Luck, wasn't it?
I must phone the governors at once. How dare they treat a sensitive person like you by pushing you aside in such a way, like that? How dare they put a sensitive person aside? I mean, when they know you must be... I mean, they treat you, thank you very much, they treat you as though you're some... treat you as though you're some country bumpkin. Cynthia will mix you a cocktail.
You!
What are you doing here, Snithier? I thought I'd never see you again.
Your father doesn't know about us, does he?
I've told him. I've told him nothing.
What? What a relief. Cocktail?
Well, as long as it's a little one, I'm not really old enough.
Oh, Rodney, do you remember what I said to you in Oxford that night in the shrubbery?
Well, as long as it's a little one, I'm not really old enough. No? What?
We both know what we were doing. We both know that. We both know what we were doing to each other. But I knew I was doing something to you you didn't know about. There was something you couldn't know about that I was doing to you. A young, innocent boy. How could you know I was corrupting you?
Door.
Oh, God, is there no privacy anywhere?
If you want people to leave you alone, you should have your doorbells disconnected.
Knockers.
If you want people to leave you alone, you should have your knockers disconnected. Not today, thank you.
Oh, Rodney, come to me, my own sweet boy.
Oh, how radiant you look, Snithier. I could sing your praises forever. I don't know where to start. Turn over. What a curious expression, Snithier. What are you thinking?
It mustn't happen. It can't happen. Not this way. It must. I don't care about the world. Kiss me.
What's going on here? Is that you, Rodney? Who's under there? I recognise that face. What is going on? And what is more important, what is that bloody thing there?
Grandfather, Pops has just popped out. Fancy a cocktail?
No, thank you. You keep your filth to yourself. I'm going to look for my son and tell him that his Cynthia's flat out on the sofa, on top of which his son is behaving very underhanded behind his back, under his very nose. Off! He's fainted.
Please, get up. It's no good.
No.
Get up.
Emma.
I can't go on anymore. I'm going. What time is it?
1 o'clock.
I must go back to the south of France. And you, Rodney, you must return to your music.
So this is the end.
Just a mean wee.
Who are you?
Monsieur Gerard. Gaston.
Parbleu, I was right, you are here.
Snithier, who is this old girl?
I am her husband, Gaston Gerard, at your service. I come from France. Did you not get my letter?
Husband?
Oh, it's true. I've deceived you. You, Rodney, your father, your grandfather. But I don't care. All I wanted was adventure.
Oh, well, if that's how things are, then I am off. I'm going back to somewhere where I know I'm always welcome.
Gaston! Gaston, come and sit here. You must forgive me, you know.
Terry. I will do, provided you promise me you never will let another man kiss you again. Ever.
I promise you this, my darling. No man shall ever kiss me on the lips again. From now on, it's all over.
Tonight I'd like to tell you a very, very funny joke. No, this is the sort of joke which will still be loved and enjoyed even when it's 100 years old. A week next Tuesday. Why do I bother, I ask myself? Why do I carry on every week, you know? When you consider that for 3 times the money I could go and work for British Rail, really. Who says crime doesn't pay? Anyway, if I had gone... Now, if I'd gone... I didn't say that very loud, did you notice that? If I'd gone into films, by now, I could have matured into a huge international sex symbol. You can laugh. You can laugh. Did they explain that when you came in? You can laugh. But I'm laughing. Won't you join us? For a strange quirk of fate, I could have been the new Charles Bronson. If the old one had been a pint-sized comedian wearing glasses. Actually, I'm being unfair to myself again there. All these stories I put around about being small. I mean, when I say that for 3 months I served as a shop steward on a silicon chip. It's just part of my professional repertoire. The truth is, I've always been a bit sensitive about my physique. Since the time I went into hospital, took all my clothes off, the doctor rushed over and gave me the kiss of life. I suppose, really, I should never have got undressed in the first place. Strictly speaking, my wife wasn't even allowed visitors. As it happens, I was admitted myself shortly after. I've been feeling very weak and tired. Nothing the doctors did seemed to help. At one point, they put me on a course of iron tablets, and I went down with metal fatigue. See, people never take me seriously, like the dressing rooms they have given me here at the BBC. You won't believe this, but until a month ago, I was still classified as a glove puppet. Until the start of each show, I was kept folded up in a biscuit tin with basil brush. Worst of all, there must be this set, a box with a chair in it. Well, this week, my pride got the better of me, and I went to complain to the controller of BBC One. He said, "Don't worry about a thing," he said. "As from this week, we're giving the whole set a facelift. More sparkle, more glitter, more razzmatazz," he said. He said, "You won't even recognize it." Pathetic, isn't it? Really pathetic. I mean, little things please little minds. Shall I? If only it were that simple. Do you realize that one stab with this, I could cause a national walkout by the Amalgamated Union of Balloon Poppers? So I won't bother. So why should I descend to their level? Minds like children, all of them. Oh, it reminds me, little wave to my own children. Only we had a row this morning about watching Daddy on television, They wanted to go to bed. No, I promised to do that because they've not had an easy time at home recently. The riots in the hamster's cage are just entering the 3rd week. And on Monday afternoon, our little boy came in very distraught. His piggy bank contracted swine fever. Had to be put down, very sad. Added to which, last weekend, our young puppy dog was sniffing around the front room, accidentally swallowed the remote control gadget for the television. All a bit unfortunate. Now we have to twiddle his tummy to get BBC One. If we want ITV, we've got to twiddle the top of his left leg. Thank God we never watched BBC Two. Anyway, onto the joke, which concerns this. It's made me go pink, that joke. which concerns this rather posh, well-to-do lady from Belgravia, who one day takes her young son for a day out to the local cattle show. You see, and the son is all agog because he's never seen a cow close up before. Well, he's seen bits of them, you know, among the Yorkshire pudding, but he's never seen what they look like all put together. And as they're standing there looking at one particular cow, an old farmer comes up and starts feeling the animal all along its flank, you know, pressing and kneading the muscles, pinching the skin around the tummy. I think he was trying to get BBC Two as well, actually. Generally feeling the cow's body, you see. And the boy turns to his mummy, he said, "Mummy," because he knew her quite well. So he said, "Mummy," he said, "what is that man doing that for?" Well, his mother said, "Well, he has got to do that. You know, that tells him how much meat there is on the cow, and if he thinks there's enough, he'll buy it." You see? It's quite educational, this joke, isn't it? Yes, it is quite educational. That's about all it is. Anyway, no, it isn't. It gets better in a minute. So a couple of days later, the boy is sitting at the breakfast table in the family's plush mansion house, tucking into his quadraphonic Rice Krispies and wearing a bit of a frown. So his mother asked him what's on his mind. He said, "Well," he said, "you know me, you told me the other day, Mummy," he said, "about that farmer and the cow at the cattle market." "Yes," she said, "yes." He said, "Well, I was just walking past the kitchen a few minutes ago, and I think Daddy wants to buy the cook."
The drum, Jack, and lots of other things as well. Tell me how's your love life, Jack?
Full of the joys of spring, mate.
Is it still that 6-foot brunette, the one with the enormous?
Her name is Mary Jane. She works at the mattress factory. She says that life, like a bed, is what you make it, as long as you take it lying down. Where did you get that hat?
I got it from the stores. Isn't it a little one? I think it must be yours.
I have got a big one.
I'm quite sure of that.
In my flaming head.
And I didn't mean your head. Decides to blow instead of suck.
I don't half fancy a drink
should put beer on the national health.
You'll see a different show tonight. The band will get hissed and Mozart and Liszt.
You're probably right. As soon as we both finish here, why don't we have a meal round the Chinese? Or else I shall go off me nut, 'cause me stomach thinks me throat's been cut.
I'd much rather go round the pub to reflow my kidney that is sinking. I don't want to fill up with grub that little space that I've reserved to pour some drink in. Ain't it a pity the pubs in the city all close at 10:30? If I had the power, they close for an hour and open up again. I could get tonic and vodka and tonic till any time I like. And while the policeman watched me car, I'd nip home on his bike.
Oh, I'd love to eat anything I wanted. Bangers and beans and enormous lumps of fried bread, fed, chopped chips and steak and kidney pies by a girl who likes cooking, who's big and good looking, whose dumplings are double the size.
If I had the power, they'd go for an hour and open up again. I could get tonic and vodka and tonic
and steak and kidney pies by a girl who likes cooking, who's big and good car and dumplings are double the size.
And then we'd all have a damn good time.
All peaches and cream
and vodka and lime.
You eat and drink
Ain't a bleeding crime. Enough is enough. Let's go and get stuffed together.
Here we go then, last number, Entry of the Gladiators.
See you at the stage door straight after the show.
Yeah, hurry up, the Chinese shuts at 11, you know. Oh, I can hardly wait. Prawn chop suey and a chicken fritter. Rice potatoes, hurry up and finish with these bleeding gladiators.
3 pints of Napoleon brandy, 2 dry sherries and a half a shandy.
I'll run amok, 2 crispy duck.
Wishing you the best of luck.
But drunk so much he can hardly stand.
I have got a rather similar occasion planned. So before it all gets out of hand, it's good night from the boys in the band.
Well, that's just about all we have time for tonight. We hope you've enjoyed this night of nostalgia.
And next week we'll be back with more of the same. But before we go, the news in 1974 looked like this.
Next week, a famous millionaire reveals how it feels to have piles of gold. Wealthy but uncomfortable.
And now news from the courts. In the Central Divorce Court today, a lady clairvoyant was granted a divorce on the grounds of her husband's adultery next weekend in Brighton.
Here's the late news. Mr. Healy gave some interesting figures on education today. In the Greater London area, 1/2 of the population can't read, 1/2 can't write, and the other 3/4 can't hide out.
A West Drayton man who kept himself awake by snoring every night for 17 years has at last found the answer. He's going to sleep in another room.
And finally, sport. At the nudist pentathlon at Crystal Palace this afternoon was won by Britain's Orville Stark. He was 4th in the 100 metres, 3rd in the long jump, 2nd in the low hurdles, had an accident in the high hurdles, and was 1st in the yodeling. So it's good night from me.
And it's good night from him. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.